This is the lore behind Nick and Darkness's birth. 16 years before the Big Bang, during the First Great War, Devourer killed the Chaos Force. When a Celestial like the Chaos Force dies, they usually go to the, primordial void, which is the origination of the universe, which is the origination of everything. But Devourer caught his soul and tried to extinguish it, but God saved him, saving the soul. Then, in an act to bring back the Chaos Force, but he was still feeling grief over his death. It was just a little bit after his death. So God was feeling massive grief. So he tried to bring back the Chaos Force. But the grief that he was feeling, plus the destability because he just died, created dark chaos. He was barely even relative to the Chaos Force in personality. There wasn't much of his soul, even the Chaos Force's soul used to create him. More just sadness and grief and destability. The dark chaos caused havoc, but God couldn't let that happen, so he wanted to intervene, but it was his own creation, his mess. He needed someone else to do it. So he looked throughout the universe that he had just created, looking for people that could be useful, but then he realized the only way to defeat imbalance is to use balance. So he got the remaining pieces of the soul of the Chaos Force and split them in halves, light and darkness, then sent them into the universe to find their own bodies. And after billions of years of moving, they eventually created Nick and Darkness. Destiny is simple: destroy the imbalance, bring and return to the balance. This is how it is explained in story. In season 1, when Nick was in the demon realm, he found a demon pentagod that explained the story. Light and darkness, balance and light. Balance versus imbalance. Once the balance wins, they will truly become one. Once one is become, the universe will return back to its absolute era of strength. Perfection versus imperfection. A battle between light and darkness, and imbalance. Only time will tell who wins. So yeah, okay. Also, Nick's birth was also predated by the Monkey King himself, Sun Wukong, because his creation was nothing much but a punk. When God created Sun Wukong, he was only created with one specific purpose: to train Nick in the arts of being, the art of a monkey. His own creation was nothing more than meant to be Nick's master in the time to come. And the sixth-eared macaque was only created to be Darkness's master when the time came. Those two were nothing more than just to be teachers. So that is the story behind Nick and Darkness's birth. I hope you enjoy. Okay, bye!